So, the National Reference Center for Cholera in India is located at Kolkata as National Institute of Cholera and Enteric Diseases NICED. It is located in Kolkata. So, regarding the epidemiological determinants of cholera, the reservoir for cholera are only humans. There are no animal reservoir for cholera, and the source of cholera information. Sorry, source of cholera infection can be either asymptomatic or carriers. So, um, asymptomatic carriers play an important role in transmitting the cholera over long distances, but this carrier form is usually short lived. But there are few people who will be carrier for a prolonged period and they can spread to many people. So, the biotype L TOR has more carrier rate than the classical one. So this LTOR has the highest carrier rate. So case carrier ratio in cholera, case carrier ratio is 1:50 for the classical biotype and 1:90 for the LTOR biotype. So LTOR is the biotype which has more carrier rate than the classical. This is classical and this is LTOR. So, in cholera season, so cholera season is the season which has high temperature, heavy rainfall, and heavy flooding. So, this is the season high temperature, heavy rainfall, heavy flooding is the season where there is maximum transmission of cholera, but cholera can occur throughout the year also. So the other factors which promote transmission of the cholera infection includes poor sanitation, poverty, uh, overcrowding, and population mobility. Like population mobility occurs mainly in while pilgrimages, festivals, marriages, etc. So factors determining the severity of the disease are lack of pre-existing immunity and persons with O blood group are very prone to cholera. They have a very high risk of severe cholera disease if they are infected. But AB blood group have the AB blood group people are at least risk of acquiring cholera infection, but the reason for this blood group variation is still not clear. And malnutrition can also increase the severity of the disease, and people with low immunity like HIV infected people are also prone to acquire severe form of the cholera disease. So regarding age, this cholera occurs in all age groups, but in case of epidemics it affects mainly children. And regarding the habitat, the Vibrio cholerae is a natural inhabitant of coastal sea salt water and brackish estuaries where the organism can persist for longer periods, particularly in association with small crustaceans, copepods, crabs, or plankton. So regarding the persistence of Vibrio cholerae. So during epidemics, the Vibrio cholerae persisted by means of carriers and subclinical cases only. But in inter-epidemic period, the persistence of Vibrio cholerae is by means of seawater, crustaceans and planktons. And regarding the resistance of cholera infection, this Vibrio cholerae is acid labile, but it is stable to the alkali and it is heat labile. Vibrio cholerae is both acid labile and heat labile. So since Vibrio cholerae is heat labile, it can be killed within 30 minutes by heating at 56 degrees Celsius or within few seconds by boiling, but it is stable to refrigeration and it can remain in ice for 4 to 6 weeks. And drying and sunshine can also decrease or kill the bacilli in few hours, and it is susceptible to disinfectants. The cholera organism dies if disinfectants are used, like cresol and bleaching powder 6 milligram per liter disinfectants. If they are used, then that will be a good resistance to the cholera organism. In general, the biotype L-TOR is more resistant than classical. So L-TOR biotype is more resistant than the classical. So this is regarding the lab diagnosis of cholera infection. So regarding specimens, the specimens can be collected. Uh, Specimens preferred are watery, freshly collected watery stool is the specimen of choice for acute cases of cholera. And this fresh watery stool and this fresh watery stool has to be collected before starting the